Hello, my lovely library lions. Today we are going to be unboxing the August Dark Academia Owlcrate. This one is again arriving pretty late because of all the nonsense in the world that is making things all arrive late. But it did get here a little faster than the June one, so I'm happy with that, and let's get right into it. So the first thing we can see is the spoiler card here. So it is actually really quite cute. I really love the phases of the moon here. And it does have a very dark academia vibe. I like the colors they've chosen. They're not too sort of muddy and dark. And I do really like the green. So this is a really cute card. It's not my favorite of the cards that we've seen, but it is a very cute one. And let's see what's inside. The first item I want to talk about is this little stamp from Little Inklings Design. So this is an Libris stamp, which is just from the library of, and then you would write your name. As you can see, it's a rubber stamp here. The quality is pretty good. Not the highest quality stamp I've ever seen, but it's pretty good for a book box. And this is a really cute idea. I already have a customized library stamp, so I won't really be needing to use this, but if I didn't already have one that I liked better, I would be really thrilled to receive something like this. I imagine a lot of people are thrilled to receive it. It might be the first time they have a stamp for their books, and there's something so satisfying about stamping books that you own and marking them as yours. So this is really cute. The design is cute enough. I'm really glad Owlcrate didn't feel the need to include their logo in this one, as they so often do. But it's simple and neat, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to feel very happy to have received it. So the next item is inspired by The Secret History and designed by Paperback Bones. Comes in a cute little decorative box here, which I might actually keep because it is so adorable. It says, "It is better to know one book intimately than 100 superficially." So that's really cute. I love when Owlcrate does these cute little boxes that are actually decorative pieces in there themselves, because who couldn't use another little box to store little trinkets in? And then I believe the item inside is a metal bookmark. So we've had metal bookmarks before, but nothing quite like this one. This is almost like an ornament. It's very hard to pick up on camera because it is so shiny and it picks up the ring light so vividly, but it is a face there and it has a quote on it. And it's the same quote on the box, so I'm not going to read it again. I actually kind of like the box better than the item. Not that there's anything wrong with this, it just feels very fragile, and I don't know how well it would hold up to being a bookmark, especially if you travel with your books at all, if you move your books around, if you put them in your bag. I think this would get damaged fairly quickly. It is a beautiful item. My camera is really struggling to focus on it because it's so glossy and weird. It's a really beautiful item. There's a lot of intricate detailing in the wrapping of the wires, but will it hold up? I don't know. Maybe it's better to use this as an ornament somewhere. The next item is the promised item from Riddle's Tea Shop, and this is inspired by Truly Devious. It's called Ellingham Academy Brew, so that is probably a school in Truly Devious. It is a nice tea, chamomile tea. It is a chamomile-based tea. It is really cute. The bags from Riddle's Tea Shop are always so cute. They make really good quality stuff, so I'm not nervous to try this. I'm probably going to drink the whole packet in maybe 2 cups. This is always a nice item to receive. I love good consumable items because I don't need more clutter in my life. So I'm really happy that they included another Riddle's Tea Shop item. I would love some hot chocolate or something eventually. They always include tea or coffee, but why never hot chocolate? I just feel like as we get into winter, that'd be a nice inclusion. So we actually got 2 items by Paperback Bones this month, and this one's inspired by If We Were Villains, which is a book that has been on my TBR for ages. And this is one of the items when I was looking at spoilers, I wasn't sure what it could be. It looked like maybe a phone case or some kind of notebook, and they've classified it as a reading kit. So bring that up closer. It has a very cute cover, and inside it has a little latch, and it has all these little tabs to mark book pages, little sticky notes, a pen, and then space to just either write quotes or observations as you read. Honestly, even for non-readers, I think this is such a cute little collection of pieces to use for journaling or anything like that. I really, really love the little page tabs that they've included, the little constellations on them. I always love having more sticky notes and just more pages to write on. And the cute little pen is adorable. This is a really neat item. I never thought Owlcrate would do something like this. My only complaint is that the sort of exterior of the notebook feels sort of cheap and papery. I don't know how many times you can open it before that spine goes. It might hold up a lot better than I expect, but I would have loved a more fabric or leathery feeling outside, even though that's probably outside of the cost range of book boxes. The item I was most excited to see this month was the piece by St. Dree. So Dree Gomez is the artist who did this, and it's obviously based off the Raven cycle. So we have all the main characters here. This is a book sleeve, and it is fairly large and like decently padded. I think it would hold most hardbacks comfortably, or a couple of paperbacks. My complaint with book sleeves is often that they are too small for larger books if I want to travel with them, but this one's got a good size to it, and it looks like it would pretty easily protect a book, and it is double-sided. The other side we have the Aglion Bee Academy logo and the motto, and honestly, this is a gorgeous book sleeve, probably the prettiest I've seen included. It's obviously very fandom-centric, so if you're not a fan of the Raven cycle or the Raven boys, you're not going to like it, but for fans of the series, which I am, this is a completely gorgeous piece. This I just love as a piece of fan art on its own, and the fact that we have it printed on fabric instead of just a piece of paper is stunning. And the last item is the third collectible tin from Forensics and Flowers, inspired by the Darker Shade of Magic series. This one is White London, so the last one's going to be Black London. And let's see what it looks like inside. These have been absolutely gorgeous so far. I love the collection of them, and I want to sort of display them all together because they're just so stunning. Look at that. So this one is The Someday King, Magic Restored. I can read. So this is gorgeous. I love that they've highlighted the white with red. I think that's a really nice decision. I love, again, the metallic of it. The spine. You can see these are a nice hefty book tin. They can actually pass for a book on a shelf from a distance. They're a little glossy to be a book, but the other book tins that Owlcrate had included prior to this were always a little too small and dinky to pass as a book. Again, I love all the detail that has been put into these tins. They are absolutely stunning and gorgeous. They are some of the most beautiful items Owlcrate has ever included, I think, and I am so happy to have the third one. Even if I was gonna unsubscribe from Owlcrate, which I've considered a few times recently, I couldn't do it until I get all 4 of these tins, so I'm just waiting on the 4th one now so I can have the full set to display on my shelf. The pin this month is once again designed by Icy Designs. They're designing all the pins for 2021. And this one is a cute little typewriter with a Latin phrase on it. So I think that is really, really sweet. I love the unique shape of the pin. It's got simple colors, so it's not as colorful and as glittery as some of the other pins have been, but I think the unique shape more than makes up for that. It is such a pretty shape, and I'm really excited to be able to display that. And it does have a dark academia feel. It's not so tied to the book that you couldn't display it or wear it and not have read the book or enjoyed the book. It definitely stands on its own as a pin, which is something that I really love pins to do. I really want my pins to stand apart from the book, but also if you've read the book, I like them to be just influenced enough that you can tell, oh, maybe that's related to this book. So the book this month is A Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee. We, of course, did get an author letter, which is quite long, so I'll just leave it on the screen there if you want to pause and try to read those tiny little letters. You are welcome to. But I'm not going to try and read them right now because I don't have my glasses. So the original cover is black with purple flowers, and I honestly found it pretty muddy. I didn't like the original cover for this book at all. I adore what Owlcrate has done to it. I love the white with the pink. It's not necessarily dark academia. It definitely has more of a pastel feel, but I think it's so pretty. I don't mind that it's not dark academia because I thought the original cover was sort of a mess, in my opinion. I know other people adored it because, you know, everyone adores different things, but this one I like much better. Owlcrate has also included gilded edges. So they are beautiful metallic silver edges that are so pretty. This is maybe one of the best books Owlcrate has redesigned in a while, with the nice new cover and the beautiful edges. And as we often have, we have some artwork under the dust jacket here. So we have some quotes and some character art. I really, really love this. I love the style. Like, it's almost tarot card. It is tarot cards. It is tarot cards. So that's really cute. And I like that they have the little Ouija board planchette here on the naked hardback of the book. So I don't really know too much about what this book is about. So I'm going to give it a go and see what the synopsis is. Felicity Morrow is back at the Dalloway School. Perched in the Catskill Mountains, the centuries-old, ivy-covered campus was home until the tragic death of her girlfriend. Now, after a year away, she's returned to finish high school. She even has her old room in Godwin House, the exclusive dormitory rumored to be haunted by the spirits of 5 Dalloway students, girls some say were witches. The Dalloway 5 all died mysteriously, one after another, right on the Godwin grounds. Witchcraft is woven into Dalloway's past. The school doesn't talk about it, but the students do. In secret rooms and shadowy corners, girls convene. And before her girlfriend died, Felicity was drawn to the dark. She's determined to leave that behind now, but it's hard when Dalloway's occult history is everywhere, and when the new girl won't let her forget. It's Ellis Haley's first year at Dalloway, and she has already amassed a loyal following. A prodigy novelist at 17, Ellis is a so-called method writer. She's eccentric and brilliant, and Felicity can't shake the pull she feels to her. So when Ellis asks Felicity to help her research the Dalloway 5 for her second book, Felicity can't say no. Given her history with the arcane, Felicity is the perfect resource. And when history begins to repeat itself, Felicity will have to face the darkness in Dalloway and in herself. So there are going to be ghosts, there are going to be witches. It sounds like it's going to be a lesbian romance. I am so here for this book. I'm probably going to read it as the first Owlcrate book that I read this fall because it sounds absolutely entertaining, and it's the one that I've been most excited about recently. It just sounds amazing, and I'm super, super excited to read it. So glad this was included because I was on the fence about this book and whether or not to put it on my TBR, so I'm glad that Owlcrate made that decision for me. We are going to get into next month's spoilers. So the theme for the September Owlcrate is Haunted Hearts. Owlcrate tends to always do a spooky theme in September, and looks like they're doing the same this year. And the spoiler for what will be inside was every September box will include an item designed by Lichen and Limestone. So Lichen and Limestone has done items for Owlcrate before, and they've always been pretty good quality, so I'm excited about that. I'm curious as to what they might be including, because it doesn't say here, it just says an item. So that's exciting, and I'm really, really happy to see them working with Owlcrate again. So that is it for this month's Owlcrate. It was a lot better than other Owlcrates have been in the past year. I really enjoyed almost every item in this, and I will get use out of most of them. So I'm very happy, especially about the book tin and the book sleeve, and the book itself is just gorgeous, and I'm really, really excited to read it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great weekend.